TheorySabers.com.
Look, here's a tough one. This might be a little bit of a tough pill to swallow, and it's going to be about the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, which has kind of been like a last-clinging thing for a lot of Star Wars fans after the sequel trilogy, after Boba Fett, and especially after The Acolyte, not to mention the gimbal that we're still looking for the Kenobi show. But anyways, it seems that we finally have a bit of a plot point or a villain for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. It kind of seems like it's just going to be an adapted episode of the Clone Wars with Mando and Grogu. It's something that we've kind of already seen before. Anyways, look, here we go. So there's been no word on who the Mandalorian and Grogu's big bad might be, though it's not outside the realm of possibility that Moff Gideon will return, especially if the version who died in Season 3 was indeed a clone. The Imperial Shadow Council is also set to appear, but Din Djarin's main foe is reportedly set to be the bounty hunter EMBO. According to Kristian Harloff, the Clone Wars baddie will be a pretty significant part of the plot, with the movie set to feature him attempting to track down and kill the kidnapped Rotta. Din and Grogu, meanwhile, have reportedly been hired to rescue him, revealing the movie's main conflict. Harloff seemed confident that EMBO is the main baddie in Can we stop with the word baddie? EMBO is the main bad guy in The Mandalorian and Grogu and confirms that Dave Filoni will once again lend his voice to the villain. This article says, without jumping to conclusions like Mona 2, it feels like this movie will be similar to Mona 2 in the sense that it's an episode of television expanded into feature format. Here's hoping there are some surprises for bigger consequences for wider Star Wars universe. For those of you who might not know, EMBO was a Cuso male bounty hunter who carried a bowcaster and wore a large rimmed circular hat, which he used as a weapon or a shield. Even as a capable solo hunter, he worked with several different groups throughout the Clone Wars. He's worked for the Hutt clans, battling the former Sith Lord Maul and his Shadow Collective. He also was a member of Boba Fett's Krait's Claw, working alongside hunters such as Bosk, C-21 Highsinger, and Latz Razzi. At one point, the group were hired by Asajj Ventress to help her break out her lover, Quinlan Vos, from Count Dooku's castle on Sereno, which later she died. Well, so we thought. He's even battled Anakin Skywalker. After the Battle of Jakku, EMBO received funding from the New Republic, but when it ran out, he lived as a farmer on Felucia. It seems the chance to kill Rotta brings him out of retirement, though there's still a lot we don't know about the Mando and Grogu, so time will tell how he's upgraded to big bad status. This exciting new adventure in the Mandalorian and Grogu's journey is currently in production and arrives in theaters May 22nd, 2026. Okay, look, so Rotta the Hutt is Jabba's son. If EMBO is the bad guy, it means that Rotta is the good guy, which means that the Hutts are the good guy, which means that Boba Fett is probably in this since they took Jabba's palace. What I'm thinking happened here is EMBO probably got the job to steal Rotta, kidnap him. It's not like he's a baby anymore. And then the Hutts probably went to Boba and are like, yo, we need your help. We want to hire you like we did many times for this job. We want you to get Rotta back. We'll give you a lot of credits. Hopefully they make Boba Fett not Beta Fett, and it's not like he's just chilling in his bathrobe doing nothing.
Like a bantha.
Oh, I'm too busy right now, but I know a guy. And he calls up Mando and gives Mando the job. And says, look, there's a big score. I need you to go and help me and do this for the Hutts, and you'll be in with them for a long time. So it could be spun like that. Mando goes and probably is, the puck for Rotta and has to go through a lot. And I bet Rotta has some friends, and he might even bring in Bosk. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Bosk in live action. Mark my words, you're hearing it here. In 2 years from now, when it comes out, we see Bosk. Remember this moment. And I still think that, this is just falling short. Like, there needs to be more oomph to this than just some sort of a heist kind of thing. Like a big bounty job. I feel like this is what the Boba Fett show should have been. That's really what it should have been about. But as we know, the Hutts command a vast, wide area of space. So yeah, if EMBO is the bad guy, I think this is just kind of lame. I think there could be so much more they could do with this. And now look, this is just off something that Harloff says. That's just something he knows probably from the inside, from his friends in Hollywood. And there must be much more that we don't know, or that he doesn't know, or that nobody's been told. So that being said, take it with a grain of salt, grain of sand, if you're Anakin. And I really, truly hope that there is more to this story, and that is merely just like the first maybe, quarter of the film, and then we actually get to a bigger and badder thing. Heir to the Empire kind of feel would be amazing. But I feel like if we get a Boba season 2, if we get, when we get Ahsoka season 2, all of these should kind of point into one direction, which should be the Mando movie. And if this is where it's all leading to, a little bit lackluster. I kind of was wanting a, end game type of feel. It's just, let's build them up all the way to one particular point, one spot, and then have something really cool, climactic, and high stakes happen. Because Lord knows we haven't really had much of that. My overall thoughts for this as the big bad, lame. Do much better than this. But that being said, this is just something from Harloff and what he heard. I'm sure there's much more that we don't know about, and I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that this is not it. This is not it. Dave and John, I hope you guys got something more cooking up than frickin' EMBO and Rotta the Hutt. But I guess we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. I know the comments are going to be wild on this one. And as always, have a great day, and may the Force be with you, always.